Hi there! Raggedy Anzy here. Let's talk about descriptions. A little while back after my first sloppy pasta review, aka a creepypasta that has yet to be taken off the creepypasta wiki, I was asked by a friend of mine why I had such a strong reaction to the description of something being creepy. I noticed something creepy. You need to stop saying when things are creepy! Yes, my reaction was a bit overblown. I wasn't really that angry at the description, but I was frustrated. Why? Because saying something is scary or creepy is a poor way to elicit an emotion from the audience. Sure, it's one thing if the story is written in the form of a journal or to have a character verbally say within the story that something is creepy. But that's all because those both describe a way someone talks in real life, which is much different from what you would have to do within a book. Much like how critics bark, show, don't tell for movies, what many don't realize is that that sentiment applies to books as well. Unlike movies, books are designed to describe a scene using as much detail as the author feels necessary. They basically are trying to describe something to somebody who has recently been blinded, because the audience is blind. We don't actually have a projector showing us everything that's going on, we have to use our imaginations. The advantage of this is that the descriptions allow enough wiggle room for the audience to fill in the blanks. It's why books are typically better than their film adaptations. In movies, there just isn't much wiggle room at all, since the characters that you would imagine are shown right in front of your face. Many sloppy pastas and unintentional crappy pastas often go to the other extreme. Complete lack of detail where there should be plenty of detail, or overly detailed where something should just stand alone. Well, for example, I'm terrified of ventriloquist dummies. Yeah, laugh all you want. But I understand a good portion of the world finds them charming. I can't just say, I found a creepy ventriloquist doll without it being a character's verbal statement, because my audience might disagree with that. I have to say why the dummy is creepy. Those lifeless eyes that move so unnaturally. Those eyebrows that seem to have a mind of their own, moving up and down with hardly any rhyme or reason. The way their mouths open and shut like a bear trap. They just give me chills. This way the audience can understand my phobia. Unlike a lot of other critics, I don't fault people on their first attempt at writing a story. Telling a good story is difficult and takes practice. However, lessons do need to be learned. Books and movies have similarities, but they are far from being the same medium. Stephen King once said, "There are books full of great writing that don't have very good stories. Read sometimes for the story. Don't be like the book snobs who won't do that. Read sometimes for the words, the language. Don't be like the play it safers who won't do that. But when you find a book that has both a good story and good writing, treasure that book." In other words, great stories can exist with poor writing. Great writing can exist inside poor stories. But combining the two is an exquisite find, and something all writers long to achieve. So, if I could break character and actually provide some encouragement, I know you can do it. No matter what part of my story your story appears in, creepypasta or sloppy pasta, I believe that you can write a good story, even if you have written a poor story in the past. It takes time, it takes effort, and I know that I'm just a faceless being on the internet, not even that popular at that, but still, I exist because I love making these videos. I want you to know that I really believe that you can write some exceptional work. Raggedy out!